When did your game of truth or dare go wrong? We are playing Jenga. Truth or dare? I pull a block with a task. Kiss the person sitting to your left. I gently kiss the girl to my left on the cheek. She blushes. Fast forward 11 years. I am alone. She has half my assets. Damn, theft these days is a real problem. At least it is good you know who robbed you. Hope the cops find her. We are on. There were 3 guys and 3 girls at the party. When the game got really hot, we were already sitting half naked. One guy asked a girl, truth or dare? And she chose dare. I bet you and the other 2 girls are too chicken to go into the bathroom with me right now and make out together. And they left. And the other guy and I spent the next hour playing Soul Calibur. Sitting in our underwear. College everyone is wasted. My friend told his girlfriend to kiss another chick. No sooner said than done. Great. His girlfriend liked it. Drinking, they continue chatting and flirting with each other. The night is coming to an end. The girls go home together back to the dorm room. My friend, that girl's boyfriend, is not invited. 2 weeks later she dumps him and starts dating that second girl. Holy crap. Just do not understand why the guy stayed if his girlfriend left with someone else. Whatever the gender. Looks like he is not the smartest guy, since he made his girlfriend kiss someone else. I think the guy was counting on a threesome. The girl chose truth. Her boyfriend asked who was her best lay. She named his brother's name. Being completely wasted, she decided really not to lie. The guy started getting aggressive. We are watching their argument. Then it turned out this happened even before him, but the guy was still upset. What a moron, there are only 2 answers to this question. Either with you, or not with you. I would not recommend playing this gambling game to any guy. We were quite small, about 11 or 12 years old. Played truth or dare behind my house. My friend told me to go to the bird bath, which was in view of my neighbors and parents. And pee in it. I did everything. My buddy laughed at me. When it was his turn, he chose dare. Another friend dared him to go to the same bath and drink from it. Such is instant karma. And did he drink from the fountain of youth or what? He drank, but I would not call it a fountain of youth. Once in college before a party my friends and I decided to play Jenga. Truth or dare? I pulled a block that said, run naked around the building. Piece of cake, I thought, but did not consider it was winter outside. Jumping out into the street, I immediately slipped on the ice and broke my ankle. Lucky you immediately applied ice to it. Middle school. My buddy had to go into the closet with a girl and kiss her. Quite a long time passes. We decide to check how they are doing. It turned out he was so nervous he peed himself. When we opened the door, they were wiping the floor with clothes hanging on hangers. Damn, cool that she stayed to help him. Another one would have bailed and thrown a tantrum. Yeah, respect, girls, good move on her part. In 10th grade my girlfriends invited me to a small party where there was only one guy. Since all the girls present were head over heels for him, they told me in advance to do everything during the game so he would kiss them as often as possible. But the guy quickly figured this out and started always choosing truth. At some point one of the girls asked him which of them he would most like to sleep with. And he chose me. In the end it turned out he was actually gay, and that he chose me only because I was the only girl who was not trying to drag him into bed. After he left, my popularity in this group dropped noticeably. Not my case, but I remember a post where a guy was dared to just pick up and go home. And he left. Also remember him. The guy was sitting at the apartment of a girl he had a huge crush on. And she dared him to leave the party. A moment of silence in memory of that poor guy. Oh no! I saw a guy eat 2 large pizza boxes. While he was doing his task, there was dead silence in the whole room. And only when he had already half eaten the second box, someone said, please, stop him. But the guy burped and finished his business. I felt wildly uncomfortable watching this whole picture. Even though it did not fall to me to eat pizza boxes, it was still somehow sad. Last year of high school. I had to kiss a girl I was head over heels in love with. She was very shy, and it was wildly obvious her friends started this game just to set us up. Because, apparently, she was not indifferent to me either. So, while I am leaning in to kiss her, she turns bright red, and then suddenly loudly farts and runs away from us all in tears. Damn, how I am laughing, what a poor thing. We felt uncomfortable too. After the first 2 dares it was clear where her friends were leading. I was all for it, but she, it seems, had no clue. No one wanted this moment to become so shameful for her. My buddy and I returned from college slightly tipsy to my house. My 16-year-old sister crashes in with her friends and suggests playing truth or dare. Why not play, my buddy and I think. We are already in the right condition. Not even 3 rounds pass, when someone dares one of the girls to kiss my buddy. My friend stands up and exclaiming, "I don't want to go to jail," leaves the room. In 6th grade before English my friends played pencil, truth or dare. They came up with such actions that could be carried out right in the classroom. The pencil stops on our classmate. She is given the dare to come up to me and kiss me. She answered, "I'd rather kiss the floor than him," and actually kissed the floor. Once, when we were drinking and playing truth or dare, the smallest and shyest girl in the group got the dare to eat yogurt out of the belly button of our main fat guy. After about a minute of persuasion she finally agreed, but not even managing to really start, she immediately threw up on him. Why dare such a thing anyway? For science. When we played truth or dare in high school, I got the dare to go around apartments and offer neighbors to buy my underwear. One guy actually opened the door for me, and until his wife intervened, was very interested in purchasing my 16-year-old girl panties. But as soon as the wife started yelling at him, we immediately bailed from there, because we realized a powerful shitstorm was approaching. Partying on the beach. I was told to go up to some girl and ask her on a date. I got hellishly nervous, but my friend told me how to hit on her, and I finally decided. I go up and say, "Excuse me, do you happen to have a map? Because I got lost in your beautiful eyes." She. "But I am wearing glasses." I froze. Damn. My buddies almost died of laughter when they found out about everything. This was one of those rare occasions when a girl invited me to her birthday. Besides me there were 2 more guys and something like 7 girls. At one point the girls decided to play a game that was a mix of spin the bottle and truth or dare. As soon as we started playing, it started dawning on me that the birthday girl likes me, and that all this was invented on purpose. However, I had no idea how to kiss back then, so I took one of the guys aside, my buddy, and asked him to save me somehow. He said he would help me, but I would owe him. Then we returned to the others and continued playing. After a few truths and trivial dares the birthday girl spins the bottle, and it points to me. She challenged me to kiss her for 5 seconds. But just as we started leaning towards each other, a simply terrible stench hits our nostrils. It turned out my friend set off a stink bomb in the trash can. Everyone had to bail from the apartment. We laughed about this, I told everyone it was late, and I had to go home. The birthday girl went to take out the trash, and I ran away, thereby avoiding kissing a beauty I really liked. For those too lazy to read, my friend set off a stink bomb because I was afraid to kiss a girl. And I ran away, thereby avoiding kissing a beauty I really liked. Phew, that was a close one. Once I was at the birthday of a girl who has very conservative and religious parents. At that time she had been bragging to us for several weeks that, without asking her parents' permission, she went and got a tattoo on her butt. But we, her friends, somehow did not really believe it. So during the game we dared her to prove to us it was true. She agreed and went behind the poker table we were sitting at, so we could not see anything below the waist. Then she pulled down her pants and called me over to confirm she was not lying. I get in position behind, she stands without pants, and friends sit opposite and laugh. At this very moment her mom walks into the room and sees this whole picture. Dare. Go up to my dad and lick his bald head. He was not ready for that. During college once my buddy had a party. When we started playing truth or dare, we made it clear to everyone that people in relationships better not participate. But one couple who was there decided to risk it anyway, as they loved all sorts of pranks. So in the middle of the game I was told to kiss the girl from this couple. The kiss was just fire. The best first kiss I have ever had. You know, usually first kisses, they are kind of okay, but for them to become really cool, you need to practice and feel the partner. But here our lips and technique fit each other so perfectly from the first time that we kissed much longer than required for the game. Where am I going with this? Basically, about a week later she dumped him, because that kiss made her realize she needed someone else. I had to French kiss a girl I really liked. But I somehow messed everything up and in the process touched her nose with my tongue. Since then I constantly hear remember that moment when Bane stuck his tongue in that chick's nose? 25 years later I am still ashamed. We have a family Christmas party. Everyone got pretty wasted and let's play truth or dare. My aunt tells uncle to strip and run 1 lap around the house. Uncle agrees, runs out into the street. Aunt locks the door and leaves. Better burn in hell than play truth or dare with family. It is even worse than trying to get a tiny spoon you, family truth or dare. It is even worse than trying to get a tiny spoon you dropped into a giant jar of mayonnaise. Some drunk guy in a bar dared me to do some nasty crap. What exactly was there, I do not remember anymore, I myself was wasted. I told him no. In response he punched me in the face and calmly continued drinking, leaving me lying on the floor. I still do not get why the hell he did it, But I remember how much it hurt, even though I was also drunk. Wait, were you definitely playing Truth or Dare? No, but I lost. Thanks a lot for watching. In the comments under the video write when your game of Truth or Dare went wrong. And do not forget to watch our other episodes. Bye.